Oblivion. Now the plot for Oblivion is how a drone repairman has 2 weeks left before he goes back to a decent place to live until he finds out that not everything is what it seems. Now this movie, I gotta say, even though it's an apocalyptic Earth, it's the best looking apocalyptic Earth I've seen so far in movies, because the way the director had it filmed was so visually stunning. I mean, even though it was like a deserted wasteland throughout the entire Earth, it's one of those deserted wastelands that I actually want to live in. And that makes no sense though, but the way the visuals in this movie is the best thing going for this movie. And that's one thing I gotta say about that. The visuals were pretty much stunning. Now this movie stars Morgan Freeman and Tom Cruise. And Tom Cruise, in my opinion, never ever gives a bad performance in his movies. Even though the movies could be bad that he's played in, but there's no lack on Tom Cruise's part. He always gives his A performance every time he goes into a movie. Now, like I said before, this movie stars Morgan Freeman. Now, sitting in this movie, you would think that this movie is an action movie, and it has its bits and pieces of action in it, but it's more so drawn on story. Now, watching Oblivion, it kind of reminds me of certain movies that I've seen before in the past, like Terminator, Independence Day, and even iRobot. So, in that regard, Oblivion is not original, because it reminds me of those three movies. And if you've seen the movie, you kind of know what I'm talking about. Now, Oblivion is one of those movies that, even though this movie is not original, it's still good, because I think if people didn't grow up on Terminator and then grow up on Independence Day and they started getting into movies the way it is now with sci-fi-ness, I think this would be their Independence Day, or this would be their Terminator. Not in those regards of great movies like that, but if this is the first sci-fi movie you've seen, then, you know, they'll put that in high esteem. Oblivion is a movie, it's not going to knock you out the park, so to speak, but it will entertain you throughout the whole entire film. Now, is Oblivion one of those type of movies that is up there with Terminator and Independence Day? No, it's not. But it has aspects of those type of movies that makes it an enjoyable film. Is it there? Is it on the same level of those movies? No. But it's a very good second behind those movies. And the only problem I really have with the movie is the fact that it took too long to get into the story and to actually follow the characters the way it was. And with the acting as well, it's not those type of acting where it's going to blow you out the water, but it's good, serviceable acting. So, Oblivion for me gets a good, solid 4 out of 5 stars. Like I said before, it's not original, but it's a good sci-fi movie that knows what it's doing. I definitely think you guys will enjoy Oblivion. So, if you like this review, please rate, comment, subscribe, and until next time, Movie Nation.